Today's show is going to be very practical, very useful for any person who has any plants anywhere in their lives. But now I'm really excited to talk about it. This is the container that it's in. Barely any leca. Really loves semi-hydroponics, as you can tell. I haven't showed you this plant because of embarrassment. It was showing signs of extreme stress. They actually look so much better than they were looking. They were so, I think it's called something on frizzled, or like, and it's like they've been plugged into a socket. I did them once, I relaxed quite a bit. I want to talk about a very tiny thing, but it could correct a lot of problems in your plants. And what I want to talk about today is Epsom salt. Magnesium is an element that every human is really deficient in. Found out about it on my fifth pregnancy. I was having a lot of back pain, and I noticed the only supplement that she sold was called Calm. It's a magnesium drink, which I bought it immediately. I had Charlie horses, cramps at night, eye twitches. What magnesium does is it completely relaxes your muscles. So calcium makes everything tight and magnesium makes it relax. So if you drink too much Calm, you will have diarrhea because your muscles are relaxing. If you go look at Calm magnesium supplement on Amazon and just start reading the reviews, in the last 2 years, I've found that you can actually spray magnesium oil on your skin. See, you've heard about all the nutrients in the Dead Sea in Israel, people floating on the water and being healed. A lot of that is mineral, repleting the minerals in your system. Oil spray actually benefited me more than taking it orally. It's very hard for my brain to comprehend that my skin would soak in a vitamin and I wouldn't have eye twitches for 3 weeks. Salt is magnesium sulfate. It melts very easily in water, and you can take a bath in Epsom salt, and again, it will go through the skin. Huge swollen knee, putting it in Epsom salt water and watching physically the swelling go down. There's just so many things for the human body. For giving y'all that huge backstory, but I feel like it's really important to kind of give you a visual, the human body. And now I'm gonna switch over to plants. Buy Epsom salt, especially Epsom salt for your plants. Make sure to read the ingredients. If you have any fillers in there, anything besides Epsom salt, like perfume or dye or anything like that, essential oils, anything like that, it is not good for your plants. Having said that, you can pretty much go to Walmart and find plain Epsom salt. A bag for $2 will last you, if it's for just your indoor plants, it will last you 3 years. Several issues I've had with several different plants, and I didn't know what the issues were. And then this week I discovered it was a magnesium deficiency. Spray my plants with magnesium water. So all you do to make magnesium water is you can take a gallon of water and add 2 tablespoons of Epsom salt. I put the magnesium water in here. This particular spray bottle, and you do not have to have a special spray bottle. You can have one from the dollar store. However, I have a lot of plants, and see how this has this thing right here. When I spray, first of all, this solo sprayer, I'll try to link it below, sprays a nice fine mist. Second of all, you can angle the spray up or down. This is important when you're treating your plant with a nutrient like magnesium, because the underside of the leaf actually will absorb more than the top of the leaf. I did, however, spray the top, and then I turned it like this, and then I sprayed up underneath all of the leaves in my house that I knew were affected. I sprayed 2 or 3 times yesterday. The other thing you can do is add 1 drop of dish detergent or castile soap to your solution will help the magnesium stick to the leaves a little bit better. As simple as the act of spraying your plants with magnesium is, there is a lot of information about it, okay? So when you spray your plant, you don't just spray the leaves, you're also going to spray, it can also absorb magnesium through the stalk, the fig, like that, the trunk, like if you have trees like I do. Okay, so what does magnesium do? I guess that's where we need to start. So magnesium, when plants have the proper amount of magnesium, first of all, soil, all of our soil and just our earth right now, but especially America, we're very depleted in magnesium. That's why humans are suffering on epic levels, is we're very magnesium deficient, and so are our plants. Magnesium is, it allows the plants to take in valuable nutrients. It helps the plants with the creation of chlorophyll. Now, I'm gonna show a picture up here of my Regal Shields. When I got my Regal Shields a few months ago, the leaves are dark, dark, dark green. If you know anything about an Alocasia Regal Shields, it's a gorgeous plant, but the reason it's gorgeous is how deep and velvety dark green those leaves are. Well, the newest leaf that I just got on my Regal Shields is very light, like not light yellow, but a very light green. Puzzling over it because it's light green. Like, this is a Regal Shields. This is magnesium, helps with the creation of chlorophyll. If a plant has plenty of magnesium in its system, it will grow thicker, fuller, bushier. If a human has plenty of magnesium, it'll be fuller, thicker hair. Epsom salt, magnesium in the form of Epsom salt poses little danger of overuse. So this is the problem I had. I went to a hydroponic store and I purchased magnesium. I think it's called CalMag. Highly recommended by the hydroponic community. My plants didn't really respond to CalMag. Like, there wasn't an immediate happiness that comes when you apply magnesium. The results are pretty instant. I think I didn't realize they were having a huge problem because I was giving them CalMag every once in a while, but the Epsom salt has completely replaced that. It's so much cheaper. And actually, just like humans, plants can really absorb it through their skin that have been affected by magnesium deficiency. Mine is going to be enhanced or exacerbated because I use reverse osmosis water. Probably, like, I'm seeing now the magnesium deficiencies, but I didn't know what they were. So on my ficus audrey, the leaves were curling. And Plantarina just covered this in one of her videos and said that the ficus audrey leaves will curl because they need humidity. Well, I dragged my ficus audrey tree outside, 70-degree weather, 90% humidity for 4 days. The leaves relaxed a little bit, but not enough for me to say, oh, that was it. When I sprayed the ficus audrey with magnesium, by the next morning, the leaves, they have all uncurled except for one leaf, which I'm so excited about because I think the ficus plant in general has a magnesium deficiency more than other plants. My ficus audrey, the leaves were curling. My fiddle leaf fig, my ficus lyrata, bright yellow leaves. When it was dying, but I don't ever remember bright yellow leaves before. And that's another sign of magnesium deficiency. If your plant has yellow leaves on the plant itself, but it's not a watering it, like you can't figure out what the issue is. A lot of times it's a magnesium issue, and you know it's magnesium if it's the bottom leaves. Manifest in the lower sections of the plant with the leaves curling slightly upwards. Magnesium strengthens the cell walls, which are responsible for plant vigor and steady growth. And then sulfur is one of the building blocks in the immune system as well. And magnesium sulfate, sulfur, both of those together really enhance the plant's ability to digest the nutrients that you're giving it, produce more vigorously. It promotes longevity and reduces environmental stress. When you're boiling your leca, if you're doing a plant in leca, add a couple of tablespoons of magnesium to the water that you're boiling the leca in and kind of infuse those leca pebbles with a little bit of magnesium. You'll be less stressed out when you transfer your plant. Seed germination, clone roots faster, help speed up plant growth. You can soak your roots with Epsom salt, 1 to 2 tablespoons per gallon. You can counter transplant shock, help with nutrient uptake of fertilization. Leaf curling is a big one, and I kept having leaf curl with a lot of my plants, yellow leaves, dull leaves. Add hair day plants or frizzle top, which brings me back to this one. This one, it's weird how excited it is about semi-hydroponics, but how stressed out that looked in the top. So the other thing I'm going to do with plants that I know need a little more magnesium is I'm going to spray them once a month, but I'm also going to add just a few grains of the salt to their water. Some in some of the regular waterings of my ficus especially. I got through all my notes. I felt very serious today about this issue. No, I love it because I just was so puzzled about some of my plants. I'm seeing an immediate perk up of a lot of my plants. When are you gonna mist? You're going to mist them in the morning. And for cannabis or strong lights, plants that are under strong lights, you wanna mist them and do the foliar spray for them after lights out. For plants that are just kind of in your house that are more dependent on natural lighting, you can mist them in the morning. A result from my misting so quickly that I did it 2 or 3 times yesterday, right? I have these little white lids for all of my mason jars, and with a Sharpie, I'll write on the top of the jar the date, and I do it in the Sharpie because if you use an alcohol pad, you can erase Sharpie off of this lid. So I do it in a Sharpie because if I do it in something else, it'll just wipe off and then I can't see the day. I keep this under my kitchen counter and I'm gonna be using it in some of my waterings, but it will help remind me on 2/28 to do the spray again. Happy for myself that I investigated Epsom salt just a little more closely and I found some answers for my houseplants. So I hope this helped y'all. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment below. I try to answer all of your comments. Thank you so much for watching and we'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.